I started explaining my experiences. I've been wandering for the last time. I'm experiencing breaking apart with my ego. Into like a acceptance of others, mass acceptance of others, and a Buddhist like window crack experienced itself through me, where I'm always going back to where we were first camping, the first campsite that I found, where I found us there, but we weren't telling anybody else, that we were like the first campers or something. It must have been like a rock on a windshield like moment for the rest of my life. But the other parts of my life are weaving in and out of my experience, and fear is overtaking me as I sit and I stagnate. I can't distinguish reality sometimes from what is a version of a acid trip or a version of some sort of dream that I'm having. I found this crater. It's like it sheltered me for a few days. Yeah, it was weird. And following Jordan, like having many teachers. And people are telling me it might all of a sudden be it's him or me. It's not like they're telling me. It's like I'm hearing through people that have betrayed their own knowledge so that it could get to me. People passing it along like a current. Even though I stop, I know that it's like it'll break up, and the Buddhists don't want us. We have to be as serious as here to survive. After COVID happened, and it's like the walls came down, and they wanted us to be some sort of intern for your boss, or it's a spirit for me. Everything broke apart to occult books. They weren't. Don't read. They're approaching the camp. I'm not a pirate, but I have 8. We all have 8. That's all I've begun to notice. It was very been here and looked up the chip bags. I'm looking for what I had here. I was being had at this boot campsite. I don't know if the tent keeps me dry from the rain. We're just telling ourselves now that there has to be a way forward. and I have to stop that. You know, all of the memes and fantasies, they'll obviously all just come to a halt, and they begin to just make a single image of it where all is melting. I use the be here now analogy because it's like we have to pretend we're in a different place to be in a place, if that makes sense. To be in a place, you have to pretend you're in a different place. And that is what I've always experienced. To be in a place, but be somewhere else. Where else do they want me to be? And then there's the three. Like, you're tuning this operating system and seeing this hologram of what used to be yourself, or what you were averted against. It's a crack formed in a window screen. Spiders have been all one spider until they eventually die and they leave you there. They have the sharpest legs. Spiders, they're sharpening their legs with how we hear. That's sort of like the trippiest thing about spiders. They're horrifying, and I'll find myself trapped in horrifying states from that glimpse of the one moment where not knowing where I have to go or what to do. Where to go or what to do. Let me see if I can find anything that I've gained from these experiences and collect them into a series of collages and cut-ups.